Hi everyone, and welcome to another amazing episode of The Dungeon Crashers. I'm Guy.
And I'm Zapeel. To start off, let's hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get that bell on if you want to be notified when we post new D&D content. If you watched last week's video, you would have noticed that we started using a different editing program. Well, this week we'll be using a new way to record, and we can finally use our mics. Let us know what you think in the comment section below about what you think of the change. Today we'll be doing a requested build for Azerlith, for a Soulknife rogue multi-class with Trickery domain Cleric. This turned out to be a fun build for me, and the classes work really well together, so I hope the build lives up to your expectations. So, let's jump right into the build, shall we? For race, we wanted something a little more normal, that can fit into most situations and not be noticed. So we went with the half-elf. There are many different races that could work for this build, if you wanted to use another race, so go for it. Just make sure to get a +2 to dexterity and wisdom. The half-elf gets a +2 to charisma and a +1 on 2 other ability scores of your choice. We went with dex and wisdom. This gives us plus to our important abilities and a +2 charisma for deception and persuasion checks. They get 60 foot of dark vision, and they get Fey ancestry. They have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and they can't be put to sleep by magic. They also get 2 skill proficiencies, and we took investigation and perception. For languages, you get common, elvish, and 1 other of your choice. For background, we went with a criminal or spy background. It gives us 2 key skills that we need in deception and stealth. We get a gaming set and thieves tools proficiency. The background feature is you have a reliable and trustworthy contact who acts as your liaison to a network of other criminals. You know how to get messages to and from your contact, even over great distances. Specifically, know how the local messengers work, corrupted caravan masters, and seedy sailors who can deliver messages for you. If I was playing this character, I would use this feature a lot when I'm trying to gather information for roleplay situations.
And for ability scores, we went with the point buy system. Your strength is 10, dexterity is 13, making it 14 with the racial bonus. Constitution is 14, intelligence is 10, wisdom is 15, making it 16 with the racial bonus, and charisma is 10, making it 12 with the racial bonus. Starting gear you'll want is a dagger, a chain shirt, and a shield. And yeah, dagger isn't the best weapon for a cleric, but it's the only finesse simple weapon there is, unless you want some darts. I'd get both. You will eventually want to get breastplate when you can, or wait until 5th level and get half plate. A burglar's pack will have everything you need to start your adventure with. Now for 1st level, we start off with cleric. We get 2 skills from the cleric list, and we took insight and religion. We are clerics, so we should be proficient with religion checks. Clerics get their archetype at 1st level, and we want the trickery domain. You get 2 domain spells that don't count against the spells you can prepare a day. Charm Person, Disguise Self. The 1st level trickery domain ability is Blessing the Trickster. You can use an action to touch a willing creature other than yourself, and give it advantage on stealth checks for 1 hour, or until you use this ability again. You can make that heavy armored fighter or paladin just as sneaky as you are. And we also get 2 cantrips known and 2 1st level spell slots. We're a prepared caster, and we can prepare a number of spells equal to our wisdom modifier plus our cleric level, or 4 for now. For the cantrips, we want guidance, sacred flame, and toll the dead. Now if you happen to be the party's primary healer, which would be bad because this is the only level cleric we'll be taking for a while, take cure wounds, healing word, bless, and shield of faith. If you're not the party's primary healer, drop cure wounds and take inflict wounds instead. Also, if you need something beyond a dagger or sacred flame for damage, guiding bolt is one of the best 1st level attack spells.
At 2nd level, we'll be taking our 1st level of rogue. We get 1 skill, and we took persuasion. And we get expertise, gives us double proficiency in 2 of our skills. Take stealth and perception. We get sneak attack starting at 1d6, and we get more leveling up as we level up in rogues. Also, we learn Thieves Can't as a bonus language. At 3rd level is 2nd level of rogue, and we get our cunning action, allowing us to dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action. 4th level will be our 3rd level of rogue. There's an optional feature here at this level, steady aim. You can use your bonus action to give you advantage on your next attack roll on your current turn. This can only be used if you haven't moved yet, and after you use this bonus action, your speed is 0 until your current turn ends. The rogue archetype we took is Soulknife. You gain psionic power, getting a pool of d6s equal to twice your proficiency bonus to start off, and you regain all expended uses after you finish a long rest. As a bonus action, you can regain 1 expended use, but can't use this ability until you finish a short or long rest. You can use them in different abilities such as Psi Bolstered Knack. If you fail an ability check using a skill or tool that you are proficient in, you can roll 1 psionic die and add the number rolled to the check. You expend the dice only if you succeed, and you also get psionic whispers. As an action, choose 1 or more creatures you can see, up to a number of creatures equal to your proficiency bonus, and then roll 1 of the psionic energy dice. The number rolled is how many hours you and the other creatures can speak telepathically to each other. You can even understand each other if you don't speak any common languages. You must be within a mile of each other to communicate, and any of the creatures involved can end the telepathic communication at any time. No action required. This is perfect for those covert party missions and when you want to scout ahead and relay messages back to your party. You can now ditch your Dagger and use your psionic blades. You can manifest a psionic blade from your free hand and attack with it. The magic blade is a simple melee weapon with the finesse and thrown properties. It has a normal range of 60 feet and no long range. On a hit, it deals psionic damage equal to a d6 plus your ability modifier that you used for the attack roll. The blade vanishes immediately after it hits or misses the target, and it leaves no mark on the target if it deals damage. You can make a second attack with the psionic blade as a bonus action with your other hand if it was free, but we are using a shield, so we have to miss out on that. The sneak attack dice improves to 2d6 at this level as well.
Yeah. And at 5th level, we'll take 4th level Rogue, getting an ability boost. We'll put on our dex, making it 16. This will boost up our initiative and dex-related checks, but it won't help with our armor for the time being. 6th level will be 5th level Rogue. We get Uncanny Dodge. Use your reaction to take half damage when hit by an enemy you can see. The sneak attack dice also improves to 3d6. Now that we have some good attacks, different combat abilities, and 3d6 sneak attack, we will be going back to Cleric for a while. And at 7th level, we'll take our 2nd level Cleric. We get our Channel Divinity once per rest. We can use our Channel Divinity to invoke Duplicity. As an action, we create a perfect illusion of ourselves that lasts for 1 minute or until we lose concentration. The illusion appears in an unoccupied space that I can see within 30 feet. As a bonus action on our turn, we can move the illusion up to 30 feet to a space we can see up to 120 feet from us. For the duration, we can cast spells as though we were in the illusion space, but we must use our own senses. Additionally, when both you and your illusion are within 5 feet of a creature, you have advantage on attack rolls against that creature. Great for sneak attacks. You can also use your Channel Divinity to turn undead, but I think we'll use it more on Invoke Duplicity. We can regain expended uses of Channel Divinity after a short or long rest. And we get another 1st level spell slot to compare another 1st level spell. If you took Cure Wounds at 1st level, take Inflict Wounds now or vice versa. And if you want something different that's a great range spell attack, there's still always Guiding Bolt.
Yeah.
At 8th level, we'll get our 3rd level Cleric. From our Trigger Domain, we get 2 spells added to our prepared spells, but they don't count against the number we can prepare a day. Mirror Image and Pass Without a Trace. We get 1 1st level spell slot and 2 2nd level spell slots now, along with another spell we can prepare a day. Prayer of Healing, Lesser Restoration, or Hold Person come in handy. And now Mirror Image is not only in character, it's a great defensive spell. And when we hit a held creature, it is an automatic critical, and attacks against them have advantage. So Hold Person could give us some devastating sneak attacks.
Yeah. For 9th level, take Cleric level 4, getting an ability boost or a feat. We took a feat here, Medium Armor Master. It gives you a max dex to AC, and medium armor increases to 3, and medium armor no longer causes disadvantage on stealth checks. So you can now finally wear that half plate and have an AC of 20. You get another cantrip known and 1 2nd level spell slot and 1 more spell you can prepare a day. For the cantrip, take Spare the Dying. It could be useful to use on an enemy that is dead and you want to heal them for interrogation purposes. For the prepared 2nd level spell or lower, take one that we mentioned before that you didn't take. At 10th level, we'll take 5th level of Cleric. We get Destroy Undead. When an undead fails a saving throw against our turn undead, it is instantly destroyed, and if the creature is of CR rating half or lower. For spells, we get 2 Trickery domain spells that don't count against our number of spells we can prepare a day. Blink and Dispel Magic. We also get 2 3rd level spell slots and another spell we can prepare a day. Take Bestow Curse, Mass Healing Word, Spirit Guardians, or Meld in the Stone would all be good choices. At 11th level, we get 6th level of Cleric. We can now use our Channel Divinity 2 times the rest, and from our Trickery domain, we get Cloak of Shadows. You can use your Channel Divinity to become invisible until the end of your next turn. You become visible if you attack or cast a spell. For spell casting, we get 1 3rd level spell slot and another spell we can't prepare a day that is 3rd level or lower. If you didn't take one I recommended before, take Spirit Guardians. It's a great spell if you find yourself surrounded. At 12th level, we'll be taking 7th level of Cleric. We only get spells at this level, however, it is a 1 4th level spell slot, and we can also prepare 1 more spell a day. That is 4th level or lower. Banishment could be useful if you need to deal with an annoying enemy, or Guardian of Faith for some crowd control. From the Trickery domain, we also get 2 spells, Dimension Door and Polymorph. Like before, they don't count against the number of spells we can prepare a day.
Trickery domain gives a lot of great spells.
It does.
13th level is our 8th and final level of Cleric. We get an ability boost, and we will put it on Wisdom, making it 18. This will help our spell attack and save DCs. You can now destroy undead that fail their save when you turn undead up to challenge rating 1 creatures. And from the Trickery domain, we get Divine Strike. Once on each of our turns, when we hit a creature with a weapon attack, we can cause the attack deal an extra d8 of poison damage to the target. And for spells, since we boost our Wisdom and we gain Cleric level, we can prepare 2 more spells per day of 4th level or lower, and we get 1 4th level spell slot. Take the ones we mentioned before that you didn't take, and you can also prepare Divination, which is always handy. From 14th level on, we'll be taking Rogue. At 6th level Rogue, we get Expertise, and we gain Expertise in 2 skills that we didn't take Expertise in before, unlike Deception and Thieves tools. And at 15th level, we'll take 7th level Rogue. We get the long-awaited Evasion. When you make a dex save throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, and only half damage if you fail. The sneak attack dice improves to a 46 at this level too. And 16th level is 8th level Rogue. We get an ability boost, and we're putting on Constitution, making it 16. And at 17th level, we'll take 9th level Rogue, and we get an ability boost from the Soulknife archetype, Soul Blades. It has 2 features. Homing Strikes. When you make an attack roll with your Psychic Blades and miss, you can roll 1 of your Psionic Energy die and add the number to your attack roll. If it causes the attack to hit, it will expend the die, but if it misses, it doesn't. The second feature is Psychic Teleportation. As a bonus action, you manifest 1 of your Psychic Blades, expend 1 Psionic Energy die, and roll it. You throw the blade at an unoccupied space you can see up to a number of feet away equal to 10 times the number rolled. You then teleport to that space and the blade disappears. The sneak attack dice improves to 5d6 here too. Psychic Teleportation is not only a useful ability, it plays really nicely with the Trickery theme we're going for here.
Yeah, definitely. At 18th level, we're taking 10th level of Rogue. We get an ability booster feat, and we wanted to take a feat here. Let's take the Fighting Initiate feat. It gives us a fighting style, and we'll be taking the Dueling feat, giving you +2 to damage when using a single one-handed melee weapon. You could make an ability boost, putting a +2 to your con, making it 18 for more HP, because always more HP is better. So it's up to you. These last few levels are going to be a little flexible. At 19th level is 11th level of Rogue. We get Reliable Talent. Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10 instead. At this level, we get one of our last improvement dice to the sneak attack, which making it a total of 66, doing some great damage with that sneak attack. And finally, at level 20, we get our 12th level of Rogue, getting an ability booster a feat. We will be taking an ability boost and putting a +2 to our Constitution, making it 18. If you put the +2 on Constitution at level 18, Rogue level 10, you could take the Fighting Initiate feat here, or put a +2 on Constitution at level 18, and at this level to max out your Constitution if you want. Like I said before, these last few levels are flexible. With that, this will bring this build to a close. Azurlith, I hope we lived up to your expectations you had for this build. It was a fun build, and I can see it being very useful in a party.
Yes. And we often add a list of recommended magic items for our builds, as usually items you'll actually get depending on your DM. These are just ideas for what would make this character really good. And we use a maximum of 1 very rare or legendary item, 2 rare, and 3 uncommon for a level 20 character. Since we're relying on our Psychic Blades, we won't need any weapons. One thing that would be useful is an Amulet of Devout. It comes in different rarities. The very rare is +3, and adds that number to spell attacks and spell save DCs. And all of the rarities allow you to use one extra use of your Channel Divinity per day. This will take up our first attunement slot. A rare item we would also enjoy is a cool one from Mythic Odysseys of Theros. It's called Molten Bronze Skin. It comes in a bottle and looks, as the name suggests, like molten bronze. To attune it, we just touch it, and it forms over our skin, acting as armor that cannot be removed against our will. It fits under clothing just as if it were our skin, gives resistance to fire damage, and does not impose disadvantage on stealth checks. And it looks cool. And at rare, we get a version that functions exactly like Halfblade. A Ring of Protection will be another good rare choice, but also uses up our last attunement slot. At uncommon, Boots of Elvenkind do not require attunement and grant advantage on stealth checks. We do a lot of stealthy stuff. A Bag of Holding is useful for any character, and another uncommon item that I would like for this character is called the Silver Raven. It's a figurine of wondrous power that can transform into a raven and can be used to cast the Animal Messenger spell on it. This is a useful thing, but I really just think it suits the style of this character.
Yeah, definitely.
And before we go, I would like to mention a webpage we use to get a lot of our information when doing these character builds. Many of you may know it already, but if you don't, it is Wikidot. On their servers, they have almost every spell, magic item, class, subclass, just whatever you need. And even though we own all of the books, just having a well-organized online reference is an absolute game changer for a DM, and I highly recommend it. Sadly, when we went to find things for this build, we found a notice saying their servers had been hacked, apparently from within Russia, and they are down right now. They did say that their data wasn't lost and that they are rebuilding, so hopefully they'll be back up soon.
Yeah.
Now, if you have any questions, comments, or build ideas, leave them in the comment section below. Next week, we will be doing a build for someone in our group, Unwa. He wants an assassin rogue with divination wizard. Until next time, cheers.